Baker, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How did you find out when Bob Stoops announced he was stepping down?
Actually from a group text of some friends back home. I was at my house and got a couple text messages asking what's going on up in Norman, and I had no clue. So then a couple text messages later, they sent a screenshot of somebody releasing the news on Twitter. So then I had text messages from the team saying that our meeting got moved up. So obviously I knew by then. So I got a call from Coach Riley saying to come in and talk to him and Coach Stoops. And so I heard it from Coach Stoops in person before he addressed the team. So it was a little bit of a roller coaster day.
Did you feel bad, though, angry that Coach didn't call you to tell you this, that you're hearing it from other people?
No, not at all. Because there's so many things that he had to do, because he's telling people that he has to retire or he's going to retire, and he wants to make sure that Coach Riley's going to be the coach. And couldn't even tell you how many lists of approval it has to go through. So he's got to tell people, and eventually it'll get leaked. So it's no surprise that it got out early.
Are you interested in this Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor fight?
You know what? I'm going to watch it. I'm interested, but I don't know what to think of it.
Are you interested in boxing or MMA?
See, I'm going to pull for McGregor on this one.
Why?
But just everybody's thinking Floyd. You got to root for the underdog. He's undefeated. You got to root for McGregor. Got to pull for him. It's not even his sport, so you'd like to see him win.
He's Baker Mayfield, the Oklahoma quarterback. You guys come in ranked 7th in the preseason. I was curious about the numbers you put up, the quarterbacks that went in the draft, why you didn't declare to go to the NFL. I'm sure winning a national title is one thing, but you have to look at your bigger future here. Why didn't you go pro this past year?
That really is the reason. I wanted to win a national title. Back when I was fighting for eligibility, it was a long process because I truly wanted to play at Oklahoma, and it would be a dream come true. So to win a national title would be the biggest one. So that's the biggest reason. I look at myself compared to the other guys that left, and I have all the confidence in the world about my ability. But I have a lot of unfinished business here.
But do you think you're every bit the quarterback Mahomes is?
I think, he's obviously very talented. He's a special player. I just think we have a different tool set. I think we're able to do different things well. But, yeah, I truly do believe in my ability. Yeah, I'd put it right up next to his.
But did you read the scouts, what they thought of you, your draft profile?
I did not.
How could you not read your draft profile?
Tell you what because I can probably tell you what they said.
Okay, all right. McLovin, let Baker tell us, and then you can tell him if he's on to what they were talking about.
Got it.
All right, give me your draft profile in your own words, Baker.
In my own words, or what I would assume they said?
What you think they said about you.
Okay.
All right.
Undersized, isn't comfortable in the pocket enough, doesn't have strong enough arm. We'll see how he plays without his playmakers that he lost.
Okay. McLovin, how did Baker do as an NFL scout?
The column I'm reading has pros and cons, and he did get some of the cons.
Okay.
But he missed a lot of the pros, to be fair.
Give me a couple pros on
he's a very difficult player to defend. His best trait is ability to escape and extend plays. If his first and second reads are unavailable, he runs around behind the line of scrimmage, allowing his pass catchers plenty of time to uncover. He has the ability to drive the ball. He's ultra competitive. He pops right up after taking some huge hits.
Now, you know what I see, Baker, when I watch you play is a little bit more Russell Wilson than I do Johnny Manziel. And Johnny Manziel was mentioned in one of these draft profiles of you that you try to improvise and you can't do that in the NFL. Who do you try to model your game after?
That's a hard question. I think it's kind of a mix. I think the passion for the game and love for the game, I'd say, would be Brett Favre, and then between Russell Wilson and Drew Brees, just how the students of the game and how they play with a chip on their shoulder, and they just command their team, and they do it, I mean, at a high level. And so I think it's a mix of a few guys that I'd like to say that I can model my game after.
You were voted the biggest trash talker in the Big 12?
Yes. I also got one vote for the nicest player in the Big 12.
Did you vote for yourself as the biggest trash talker in the Big 12?
I voted for Orlando Brown, my left tackle.
What do you say during a game?
Anything that comes to mind. I mean, it could be anything it could just be completely irrelevant. It might be somebody that I know or that I've played against for a couple of years now. So, I mean, it could be anything.
But normally a quarterback doesn't want to rile up the defense.
See, I get under people's skin, and I'm able to. I can read people well, and so I try and do that with my own players to see how they react and how they handle certain things. And you think about it, if you're under their skin and they're not focusing on doing their job, then I'm already winning. So it's one of those things.
It kind of reminds me of Christian Laettner when he was at Duke. He wanted to get under your skin.
You saying everybody hates me?
I don't think there's going to be a 30 for 30 I hate Baker Mayfield, at least not yet. If you win a national Stillwater, they might have a 30 for 30 I hate Baker Mayfield, or some of the other cities there. But if you win a national title, maybe they'd have a 30 for 30 on you.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see.
Justin Timberlake fan? Is that right?
Huge Justin Timberlake fan.
Have you met him?
I have not. That'd be pretty sweet.
If I said you could meet Brett Favre or Justin Timberlake?
Oh, man. My brother met Brett Favre a while back and said it was pretty interesting, but I'd have to go with JT.
What would you say to him?
I don't even know if I'd be able to say anything. I'd be, a true little fangirl.
How about I try to set it up where you're a backup dancer for Justin Timberlake in one of his shows?
I'd kill it.
You'd kill it?
Yeah, I'd enjoy that.
But you would know what you were doing there. Like, JT wouldn't have to worry about you.
I mean, I'd have to pay attention a little bit, take some notes, and
okay.
I'd be ready when the show time. When lights come on, I'd be ready.
Would you rather do that or win the Heisman?
Oh, yeah, I'd rather be playing football. That's for sure.
Okay, all right, Paulie, can we make this happen for Baker that we get a hold of Justin Timberlake's people?
We'll do our best.
Okay, man, that's. Are you going to wear the bandana when you do it?
That's up to him. I have to fit into his costume.
All right. Well, we'll work on that. We're only a small little show, but we'll see what we can do. Let me see. I'll pencil you in for. You got 40 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, but you lose Mixon. You lose Dede. Oh man. Can I go over 40? Can you give me over 40 touchdown passes this year?
I can.
You can?
I absolutely can.
Here's the deal. Over 40, I full court press for Justin Timberlake, backup dancer on one of his shows.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough. There's got to be high stakes here. All right. Now you're excited about the season. You weren't that excited. Now you are. I get it.
I'm ready.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Now you're ready. Hey, good to talk to you. We'll talk to you during the season. And, of course, good luck with your studies at Oklahoma.
Appreciate it.
Okay. That's Baker Mayfield. He is a student athlete, after all. Good luck with your studies there.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.